Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
This is Newcap News with Bart Pediasic.
Good evening. Some sparks flew during the Alberta Leaders last night debate. There's no clear winner or knockout punch.
Jim, you're fear-mongering. You're trying to say something that doesn't exist.
Brian. You've been offered the chance to answer the question 3 times tonight. Answer the question.
Conservative Jim Prentice, the Wild Roses' Brian Jean, and NDP's Rachel Notley and the Liberals' David Swan squared off over budget plans, classroom sizes, and health care. The campaign's now kick into high gear with the election less than 2 weeks away on May 5th. Well, a local Good Samaritan is stepping up after hearing about a break-in at a local business. This video shows a man smashing the glass door of Mary Brown's East Side location around 4 o'clock Tuesday morning. He makes off with a charity box containing around $100. When Bruce Illman heard about what happened, he knew he had to do something.
Children's charities, when people rip them off, that's getting pretty low, and we felt we should step up to the plate and try and return this money. And
Illman says it didn't take long for him and his friends at the Legion to collect some money and present a $125 check to the store owner.
I've had a couple people come in, $50 here, $100 there, and he brought $125 today. And basically, I've tripled the charity.
The money is being collected on behalf of Special Olympics Canada, and the police are hoping someone will recognize the man in the video and call Lloydminster RCMP at 780-808-8400 or 1-800-222-TIPS. The Lloydminster Public School Division has a new board member. Chrissy Davison was declared the winner with 128 votes, defeating Walter Hardy and Cheryl Ross. Davison fills the position left vacant by Colleen Young when she resigned to become the Saskatchewan MLA for Lloydminster. Davison will complete the balance of the current term for board members. The next general election for City Council and school boards will be on October 2016. With this year's Lloydminster MS Walk only a few weeks away, only rather 1 week away, fundraising has been underway for quite some time, and it's one local resident you wouldn't think of that's leading the fundraising charge. Aaron Bordado explains.
9-year-old Nicholas Fowler has been fundraising for the MS Society for 2 years now. And this past weekend, he was recognized with an award for his fundraising efforts in last year's walk, as he was able to raise over $6,400, all in support of his dear friend.
The reason I wanted to start this was because my mom and dad's friend, Gail Taylor.
What he has done for raising awareness of the cause and the realities of the disease are invaluable to us, and I know have touched Gail, who he does all this for, so deeply.
And he's at it again this year. After selling bracelets for last year's walk, he's spearheading a whole new fundraising concept, selling healing stones for every donation given.
A 9-year-old who is doing the things that Nicholas is, you can't help but be inspired by that. And so I think that he's really created a movement around MS, and people are rallying around him.
With the walk only a week away, Fowler is nearing his repeat goal of $6,400, but will need the help of the community to help get him there.
To us, wearing it is a reminder every day of his commitment, and it is our calling, our obligation to follow that, to follow his passion, his drive, and to do the same thing, to stand up and be a voice for people living with MS.
You can donate to Nicholas's cause online or in person at the walk next Saturday, May 2nd. Aaron Bordado, Newcap News.
Recent dry conditions at the city of Lloydminster reminding residents about safety procedures when it comes to campfires. This after a series of incidents involving area grass fires. Now, while officials say the use of designated fire pits are allowed at Bud Miller Park and Weaver Park Campground, there are rules that have to be followed when working with personal backyard fire pits. When creating a fire pit, it must be placed 3 meters from any building, property lines, or combustible materials in an area free of dry grass or brush, with enclosed sides made from heavy non-combustible material like brick or concrete blocks. A spark arrestor screen must also cover the fire pit opening. When using the pit, an adult must always be there monitoring the fire and must not cause an inconvenience or nuisance to neighbors, and only use materials permitted to be used in a fire pit or fireplace. Anyone that sees an uncontrolled fire should call 911 immediately. Coming up, 80s rocker Alfie Zappacosta visits the border city for a special show.